It's a really nice day outside. It's Monday, and working on the fire suppression controls. It's really noisy outside. Hold on. Got a lot of dirt moving going on. They got this foundation in really quickly. So now we'll see what they end up doing in the next couple of days. But back to what I'm doing. So this is where our new panel is going to go. Here's one of the fire extinguisher covers. So what I'm doing right now is creating a paper doll of the area that we're going to put these in, so that Jan has an idea of how to fabricate a panel to mount these. So there will be one on the left, one on the right, and we're going to create an annunciator panel in the center here. So let me get this paper doll done and we'll go from there. All right, now that I've got this all planned out, let's get it down to Jan and see what he can do with it. So Jan is here. He's working out the subtleties of this. We don't have fancy mills and stuff like this, but when Jan gets done, it'll look like somebody put it on a mill to cut these holes. So anyway, stand by. We'll get this done. He'll get this done.
Yeah, I'll get it done.
Okay, and then that's the preliminary new fire suppression control system control panel, and seems to be fitting really well. So eventually we're going to have some sort of annunciator panel in there, but this is, Jan, you did a great job, man.
Well, good.
So we obviously haven't populated all of this yet, and it'll still have to be wired, but really the really cool thing is we don't have to do any cutting or filing on the instrument panel, which was one of our main concerns. So it's a good thing. All right, well, it's the end of the day. I'm gonna head home, and then I'll be back Wednesday, and we'll see how much further we get on this. Well, it's another day here at the hangar. It's not as noisy as it was the other day. Today's kind of a cleanup day. We're having an open house here on Saturday, so I'm working on trying to get things put away and get the floors cleaned up and ready for lunch. But while I was gone, I come down here Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. While I wasn't here yesterday, here's what developed. Monty, our upholsterer, got our curtain done for this. We still have some finishing touches. We've got Velcro that's going to be installed around the perimeter to try to make this airtight, and we also have to, there's a couple of tubes that come off of the nose. Let me walk over to the nose. Hold on. So there's a pilot vent here, with a couple of hoses that are going to come off of here and go to the dash. We don't know for sure what that means, and we're not going to know until we have the nose installed on the airplane, which is coming up real soon. We have to have the nose on there for weight and balance to take it over to Duncan Aviation when we roll this out of here. The next couple of weeks should be pretty innovative, I think. It's going to depend on if we get the jacks that we need to raise this thing up to get tires on it. Having said that, we have to get some sort of skateboards under the main tires and a way to lift the nose up in order to get enough clearance. Hold on. Once this thing is up on its tires, that vertical is going to be pretty close to the ceiling. As it stands now, you cannot roll this thing out the door via its own tires. It's a 60-foot door and a 70-foot wingspan and a 16-foot opening for an 18-foot vertical. So, yeah, we have to get some sort of skateboard apparatus once we get the tires under the, you know, like car dollies, but really heavy duty for a 20,000 pound airplane that we can put under here, and we can roll this thing out diagonally with the nose raised up. Anyway, we'll see what happens in the next few weeks. We really want to get this over to Duncan so it can get painted, and here's the caveat to moving this thing. We got to bring it back in here, so we got to learn how to do it. So stand by, we'll see what happens. Okay, so I just walked in the door. It's Friday morning. Tomorrow we have an event sponsored by our Experimental Aircraft Association's chapter. We try to annually have an open house here. And so this week has been some work, but there's been cleaning going on, and we've arranged for kind of a non-typical display. So let me start over here. Hold on, let me turn the camera around. So if you've been watching my channel, you know, you've seen this, everything open, you know, the engine's on display. You can still get into behind the engine compartment. And of course this chase is here, more open. But what we did for this event, we've put all the panels in place to give a real flavor for what this airplane is going to look like when it's all complete. It just is a whole different dimension, and it's exciting to see this in this way. So anyway, as I said, today is kind of a cleanup day. We'll see how it goes. We've got lots of things to clear off tables and clear off floor space. You may have noticed that Jan's Starduster isn't in here. It's just a space to get ready for tomorrow for cooking hamburgers and hot dogs. So stand by and we'll see how we get on today. So the party's pretty much in full swing here. I'm guessing we have about 50 people. Food was great. We had more airplanes show up. The RV-7A, Jan's Mustang. There's an RV-6A behind Jan's Mustang. Starduster, Globe Swift, the 42 Willys, and great people and fun. So here's a different view of all of those aircraft on the flight line.
Where's your airplane at?